Hi everyone, it's Bobby. I have been busy working on Christmas projects lately, and I have had so many requests in the past to do videos or tutorials that I thought I would go ahead and do one on this folio that I've created for a Christmas gift. This is, let me see, this is, what did I do with the paper pack? Oh, it is called, They Seek Him, I believe. And where did I lay it? Right here. Wise Men Seek Him, I believe is what it's called. Yeah, here's my leftovers. Wise Men Still Seek Him, and it is by Echo Park. Really, really pretty papers. It's mostly in earth tones and some deep reds. It's really a pretty paper pack. I did purchase some flowers at Hobby Lobby just for the front. I didn't have a punch or anything that did a poinsettia. And then this joy was part of the sticker sheet. And this is a trifold. It opens this way. Now this is the one I showed you that I had covered with the black construction tape. Let me see, can you see all of it? Yeah. On the inside of the front cover is just 2 photo mats or journaling tags. I just made a little flat pocket there, and this is from the sticker sheet. Then on the first page I have 3 magnet pieces that fold up. It's got a spot for a large photo and plenty of journaling or smaller photos if you want. Each page has a pull-out tag, room for journaling or for more photos. I just left them blank on the inside. And this little tab punch is Stampin' Up's new tab. And then on the back side of that page, we have another pocket with one of the cutouts that says Peace on Earth. Just got 2 more photo mats. I left them blank on the side so people would have a choice whether they wanted to do a photo or journaling. And then this page has 3 little folders that lift out. They're all the same size. They just kind of stair step. And there's the third one. They're all blank on the inside. I'll put that back in a bit. And all the pull-outs are the same. Ooh, what is that stuck on? Oh, I don't know. Okay, anyway, I'll put that back. Here's the next one. And I just pieced my paper together simply because I ran out of paper. And I had plenty. I thought, anyway. On the back side of that page, there is a belly band with a side pocket. This is not down tight, so you can put something under there and under here. Then this is going the other direction. Can you see this side? Let me move this over a little bit so you can see this side. This is just a repeat of the inside of the front cover with 2 more little photo mats. One says all is calm, all is bright, and the other one says joy to the world. Then this is just a double pocket. This is a die cut. This is a double pocket. The die is, let me grab it here so I can tell you who it's by. It is, there it is. It is by La La Land Crafts, and it's just this little tree die. I just thought it was really pretty. La La Land Crafts, and I believe it came from Cherry on Top. And later in the book you'll see that I used this Sizzix die, Merry Christmas. It's a Tim Holtz design. It's really pretty too. Lay those back. Okay, and then there's room, like I said, in here. That's a double pocket. Another pull out here, also pieced because I ran out of paper. And then I'll do a tutorial after we walk through this one. I just want you to be able to see what the project is, so that if you are interested in making it, then you'll know what we're working on. This is just a waterfall with a journaling spot on the back side of each one. And it's held with a magnet, but it's not real strong. This is a 4-pocket page. I have 4 tags in it. And I'll show you how I made that. It's just making your measurements, punching a hole, and cutting little slits in your paper. It's not really hard. It just is a little tedious, takes some time to cut it, but there's nothing hard about it. And this is a repeat of this page with the side pocket and the belly band. Then on the inside of the back it says, "Oh, come let us adore him." It opens up and there's that Tim Holtz Merry Christmas. And I just left it loose, so if somebody wants to put a large photo in there, they can. So that is my album. And on the inside here I had, this is another one of their cut-aparts. "For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord." So I really liked it. I thought it turned out really pretty. It's going to make an awesome gift. But I wanted to get them done because I need to get them in the mail. And these, both of the spines are like that. And then I have this script paper on the back. So we will get to the tutorial. Okay. Now I basically have the album laid out. Oop. This is for my front cover, and I just wanted to show you that this is a lightweight cardstock, and I have all my pieces cut out. If I can remember where they go, we'll be doing good, right? It's been so long since I cut them out. Okay, I have put this one, this hinge in on the right hand side. Let me take these out of here so I don't get all confused here as to what I'm doing. I'll keep these over here. And this is the inside of the back. So I have the one hinge in here. This is the hidden hinge. And I was just going to go ahead and make the other hinge so that if you're new to scrapbooking or album making, you can see the game plan. So what I have done is, my album is 6 by 9, and the hinge is 8.5 by 5.5. And what I've done is I have scored 1.5 inches, then every 1/2 inch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and that leaves 1.5 inches then on the end. So each of these needs to be folded on the score line. And it's real important at this point that everything is straight, because if these are crooked when you put them in here, your page is going to kind of lag over the edges and it doesn't look pretty when it's closed. So you want to make sure that you get them nice and straight when you put them in there. I like to fold them all away from the score line. And then you can put them in the position you want them. Always check when you're doing this that your edges match up here so that it will be straight when you put it in the book. Okay, now we're on the back side, and I need the double-sided tape, and I'm just going to put a piece of tape on this between the first 2 score lines and then the last 2. Right between the score lines. And snip that off. And then we need a piece of the other side. This is going to give us 2 hinges to mount our pages on with a 1/2 inch gusset in between. Make sure I don't get on the score line. I don't want to be over the score line. Okay. I'm going to burnish it down real good. If you don't, sometimes the tape comes up with the backing. Sometimes the backing doesn't want to come up. There you go. So what we're going to do is just fold these 2 together. Again, keeping them as straight as you can. And that makes your first hinge. And we'll fold this back. And we'll take off the second one. And do the same thing on this side. Just fold them together, nice and straight. And we'll fold this one back. And now we have 2 hinges. See how easy that is? First time I made one, it was so crooked. But you know, you live and learn. And then I want to trim these off, just so it makes it easier for my page to slide over it. Just a little snip in there, just from the score line up to the edge of the, and it also gets rid of any double-sided tape you got hanging over. I don't know where that piece went. There it is. I don't want it sticking to something because it had a little tape on it. Okay. So now we're going to put this in our album. And the 1/2 inch again. There's my edge. And I want as good a coverage on this as I can possibly get, because you do not want it coming up after you put all this time and effort into making it. Get these as close as possible so I get really good coverage. Okay. Oh, for those of you who are waiting for the giveaway, I did check this morning, and I think it was 1988. I think I'm like 12 subscribers away from giving away the 8 albums. And if you haven't seen that video, I'll post a link in the description box. Make it easy for you to go check that out. But I have 8 albums I'm giving away as soon as I reach 2,000 subscribers, and I'm getting really, really close. I've had a couple people email me and ask me if there's been a winner yet. But we're getting close. Okay. We want real good coverage on this. So it looks like I'm going to need a strip a 1/4 inch in here. Yep. Okay, let me get the 1/4 inch. There it is. Get this black tape out of the way. I don't need it now. And I'll also put a link in the description box in case you didn't see the video where I constructed the album using the black tape. It's really easy to do, and it saves a whole lot of your black cardstock. Okay, so let's burnish these strips real good. Make sure they're going to stay put. Okay, now any overage gets chopped off. So we'll get this in the book and put our magnets down for the cover, and then we can start building the album and our pages. I'm going to try to make this video all in one so I don't have to do a part 1 and a part 2. But you can always stop the video at any point if you've got something you need to go do and come back to it later and just pick right up where you left off. Okay, so we're going to take these off. Now what you want to do when you place these is make sure that these two are right down the center of this, like so. And just eyeball it and watch to make sure these are going straight, because like I said, if this is crooked, then your pages are going to be crooked. They're going to hang over the bottom edge when you close the album, and that's not pretty. Come on, turkey. Sometimes it doesn't like to cooperate. One more strip. Okay. So now this is going to go, and this is the double-sided tape, so when you put it down, it's down. So make sure it's where you want it. I see a little overhang of tape right there, which I don't want sticking to something else. Alright, so we're right here. And that looks pretty darn good. So we're going to put it down. And you want to burnish it really good. And then you'll want to go over your score lines from where your album folds, just to help it along. Oop, get off the beam there, Bob. There we go. And sometimes you have to work with it a little bit to get it to lay like you want it to. Okay. Now this is the lightweight cardstock, but when you get all your pieces together, it takes on more strength. Okay. Now this one goes inside this one. We have neighbors that like to honk their horn instead of going up to the door. So if you hear a lot of horn honking, that's what it is. Every time she has company, they don't go up and knock at the door. They sit out there and honk the horn. That's enough, Quigley. Quit. Quigley doesn't like the horn honking. Quit. I'm just giving it a little help there to get a nice edge. Okay, so now that's better. So we can put our magnets on. Thought I had a package open. I have to open another package. Oh, I do. I have an open package sitting in here. Okay. So what I want 4 magnets on this, because when I fold this in, I don't want this to droop down. I want it to stay tight to the top piece. So I'm going to put 4 magnets on here. So I want 4 negatives. 3. Oh, that's a plus. One more. Okay. You don't want to get them too close to the edge, otherwise your paper will buckle. You want to get them back from the corner a little bit. So the first one is going to be about like so. We'll get the paper off of them. Number 2 will be stuck to me. Goodness. Out there. You want to make sure you do this before you start any paper, otherwise I've done that before. You know, I think, oh man, I forgot my magnets. There's that one. One more. Okay, and this one's going to go about like so. After it pinches me. Okay. Now we're going to get some sticky notes here. Okay. Now there's one. Get my trash picked up as I go, or I won't have anywhere to work. 2. 3. And 4. Oh, that's a negative. I don't want that one. Pay attention to what you're doing. There's another positive. Okay. This one looks like it's down a little bit, but I think it's okay. So I'll peel the pieces off of here. Actually, I need to move this sticky note over from the edge so I can see the corner when I go to match it up. Here's that one. There. I need to be able to match them. Make sure the corners are right. 1. And 4. Okay, and I'm turning around so I can see what I'm doing here. Before I press it down tight, I want to match up my corners. And then press my magnets in place. I'm going to bring it over this way and press these 2 in place. Okay. So that when I open my album, one, 2, 3, 4, and there's the other 4. So they're all perfectly in place. Yeah, that's down. I thought it looked like it was popping up, but it's not. Okay, so we're done with magnets for the moment. Okay, this was inside, this is outside. I'm trying to remember which papers I had where, so I put them in the right place. This goes under here. This goes inside of here. So we can actually put this piece on if we want to. I just don't want my magnets to pull apart till I get them covered. You put a paper clip there to protect my magnets. This is for the outside. This is for the inside. Okay, that'll work. At least I know they won't come apart. We're going to set this aside till we're ready to finish with it, and we'll work on our pages. Oh, there's the other piece. Okay, so I do have a video, and I'll give you post a link to that one as well, on building the pages. I did an album on that not too long ago. Now this will be your first page. And I've already gone around the edges of them with the excuse me, black soot ink. And these are our little tabs that are going to fold. They're going to go like this and like this. Those are going to be our 3 tabs. So they have to be scored, which I didn't do. I thought I did. Let me get a scoreboard here. I'll just use the Stampin' Up! Paper trimmer because it's got a scoring blade on it. And I just want a tiny bit of an edge on there. Just a little bit of the black showing. And that'll be fine for that one. So we'll fold it down and we'll burnish it here in just a second. Just make sure you've got your score blade and not your cutting blade. I've done that before too. Think I'm scoring something and I go, oh gosh, I just cut it. Oh, that's too much. Didn't want that much of a black edge on there. Okay, that's better. Okay. Let me trim off the back of these just a hair. I always like to trim the points off of them for some reason. Sometimes it takes away bulk. In this instance it really won't, but I don't know, I just feel like I should. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this to the back side of this one. And these are going to have magnets, and I'll later cut some white, or yeah, some white cardstock to go behind these. I don't know if I already did or not. No, I guess not. Okay, I tried to have everything cut, but you know you're bound to forget something. So, this is going to get just a little bit of the, make sure it's open there and doesn't feel too right. Well, come on. Yeah, it's about time to get out my new bottle. This is the Art Glitter Glue. I get it from Tammy Merrill at Country Craft Creations. I'm sure there's a lot of people sell it, but that's just who I order from. And of course you can order it any place you want. There is that one. And then heavier. So if a Merry Little Christmas will go, or that's Hello Santa. That one will go over here. It was cool this morning. I needed a jacket. Now I don't. Take it off real quick. It's getting too warm. And then the third one, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, will go over here. Should I put it down farther? About like that, I think. At least that looks okay to me. Make sure it's where I want it for a sticker down. Here we go. Okay. Where's that? Okay, so we need magnets.